And I must admit, you know what? You have to be applauded for your honesty surrounding your feelings and emotions that you give to this pod. Has to be said, bro.
Thank you.
Because honestly, like, it's not an easy thing for people to look at themselves in the mirror and be able to pluck those thoughts out and give them to people, because there's more people that need to hear that than not. Mate,
are we here? Have we started?
It's been a while, Russell.
Why are you saying it like that?
Nah, you see, that's just pure guilt. I didn't say nothing like nothing.
You know what? I will own it. I will own it, because over the last 6 months, I have been pulled by like various different people on numerous occasions, and there's no other way to say that I got gunned. Like, I've been gunned. Like, what's going on with the podcast? Don't stop the podcast. Don't stop the podcast.
It made it look like what, we had a beef or a breakup. You know how all of these internet things like to go down. Like there was some mad drama.
There was no drama. All right, so let's break down. Let's break down what happened. All right, so 6 months ago.
6 months. Yeah. I can't believe it's 6 months ago.
I know it's 6. Yeah. 6 months ago, Mikey was getting ready to embark. There's a lot of things that have happened in the last 6 months. Okay.
True.
And so the way that I describe it may not necessarily be chronologically, but you know, if I go wrong, you steer me right. Yeah. Anyway, so about 6 months ago, Mikey gives me the heads up that he's going to be in Manchester for a bit, and that is also obviously going to affect the pod because he's just not going to be about. Yeah. So we were like, okay, cool, we're going to do a remote thing. Yeah. So Mikey goes, we do it. Was it StreamYard or whatever, and then that's how we're gonna do the pod. So Mikey went to Manchester. Mikey sent me a message saying,
I took all my gear, bro. I took my camera, I took my mic, I took everything, bro. The thing sat in the box. For now, you tell me 6 months. What? I said, Russ, yeah. What do I need to buy? He said, yeah, don't worry, I'll tell you.
He's like, I said I'll send you the list. I didn't send him the list.
Hey!
I'm owning it all. I'm owning it all today, yeah? Good. So Mike said, send me the list. I didn't send him the list. And again, it's not out of anything. It's just my favourite saying, life getting in the way and other things and whatnot have you. And it just kind of never happened. And so other things that happen in the mix of this, obviously before that 6 months started, obviously, your news with... Yep. Do you want to tell the people them?
Yeah, well, I said at the time, I had a baby. So that.
Yes.
That was that.
And so, and then on our side, I'm bringing Nana into it now as well. Then on our side, in the last 6 months, we had like a major bereavement. I then started a new job as well. And so life was just, lots of things were happening.
I think people need to understand that real life is going on in the sense of you are managing this thing through navigating life, a wife, kids, work, etc.
Absolutely. And then also, and it kind of leads into the first video as well, why I picked the first video, is the other thing.
Nah, we ain't moving on that quick, bruv.
All right, let me just say my piece.
I was like, wait, why is man trying to intro the next man trying to intro the video? Because this is the accountability podcast.
We're doing accountability. That's cool.
All right.
But I was saying, to balance a little bit, the other thing was, when I was deep in it, there was also, like, I had nothing to say. Right? So I was seeing lots of content and whatnot have you. But I'm like, I don't have anything to say.
What? On Jada Pinkett? Or Will Smith?
I don't have any... But that's kind of newer. That's newer.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So let's go back. What's happened in the last 6 months?
Here we go.
No, I'm trying to figure
Yeah, all right. So last 6 months, the Alabama thing. Okay.
We did speak about that.
We spoke about that.
But the memes about that were incredible.
Yeah, the memes were incredible. There was the Lizzo thing.
Yeah, her scandal.
I don't really care about that. What else was there?
I can't
know anything.
What, that's taken place?
Yeah.
Jada, have you gone into Jada?
But we were saying that's newer.
Okay. You regard that as more newer. Okay. I mean, yeah.
Like during the summer?
Yeah. See, there's not... Yeah. There was nothing of note.
All right.
And I felt, and so this is my thing, is like, I never wanted to come on here and chat shit.
That's the biggest cop out, bro.
No. Wait, let me land. Let me land. Okay. So I never wanted to come on here and chat shit. Now I know, that in the past we have absolutely sat here and chat shit.
What? We have chat shit when?
Let me land. Yeah. But whenever we start talking frivolous, we always take it to a place of like, actually, that was a really interesting and nuanced conversation.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And all I'm saying is, I felt like I didn't have that in me.
Nah, bro.
You can't tell me no.
Excuse me?
You can't tell me no.
I'm not telling you no.
you how I'm feeling.
I'm not telling you no. I'm saying the word no. Yeah. I'm saying no,
What's
bro.
the difference?
No, bro.
Okay.
Chatting shit.
Okay.
We don't, well, I think we don't chat shit. We've had probably 2 questionable podcasts, which were just nuts.
Which ones?
I'm not going to say them.
Okay.
I think everyone knows which ones they were.
I don't.
Okay, fine. But on the flip side, there is always something that you can draw from and speak about. There's always something you could draw from and speak about.
And I'm saying I didn't have that in me.
Nah, bruv. I don't believe you. So what?
I'm a liar.
No, you're not a liar. So you're saying the pod just stops until you have something to talk about?
All right. Okay. All right. So that's an interesting and valid point. Okay. So again, talking about accountability. Now, that was wrong of me to be like, I don't
Bun everybody.
I don't have anything that I want to add to the conversation. Yeah. But what that was with everything else going on, I also didn't have the energy, because all it is like, really what it should have been is, at the moment I feel like I don't really have anything to add to these conversations. So that means you've got to dig a little bit deeper to find what it is that you do need to be saying. And I didn't have the energy to do that.
And I think that's the interesting thing with what I've seen with particular people who have like a schedule surrounding content. Yeah. Sometimes they do that. You know what I mean? As an artist, if I've got nothing to say, as you said, I just won't say it. Do you know what I mean? But it doesn't mean I won't make some sounds or make some energies. Then I'll come back to it and look at it. But I think there is that fatigue that sets in when a lot of people just focus on the content aspects. So yeah, I get that. But then we should mitigate that in some way. We should think about it.
Maybe
we should think about it, because maybe it is nothing to do with the net. Maybe it's something to do with a bigger conversation, because there are some massive conversations going on right now, from Ukraine to Palestine, Israel.
Yeah. Okay, so perfect example. Okay. Israel, Palestine. Yeah. I don't think that there is anything, two things. There is nothing that I can say that hasn't already been said by people who are way more knowledgeable than me. 100%. Okay.
100%.
So why am I talking?
But what we would usually do in this circumstance is probably comment on the people talking about this thing.
But then so then my next question is it slightly, I'm not sure if disingenuous is the right word, but is it disingenuous to be commenting on people who maybe are probably more knowledgeable on the subject than we are?
Yeah. No, I agree with you fully.
You know?
The point I'm making is that there is energy around these things that are going on in the world, that there could be an opinion, there could be a feeling, there could be an emotion that you wish to kind of discuss. And maybe, and because I don't think I'm explaining it very, very well, but maybe it's about mitigating that idea that, I've got nothing to say, as to be, actually, maybe there's something going on with me right now that might be worth discussing.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think even the conversation of feeling like you don't have anything to say is probably another conversation and a better conversation. I'm taking my accountability.
But yeah, bruv, like come on.
I'm like, I was a shithead.
But you know what, bro? Like, I couldn't come all the way and just be mad and like just wild out at you. It's true. Life was lifing, bro. Yeah. And things happened in a major way. Big shifts, big changes in our lives, people's lives. So we have to acknowledge that sometimes that a break is okay.
Yeah, a break is okay.
A break is okay.
A break is okay.
Yeah, man. So, but anyway, we're back. We're back. It's a long time since we've spoke.
And for those of you who may not know, My name is Lighthearted Evans.
And I'm Michael Mackie J. Asante.
And this is the Chophouse Pod. Season 2.
Is it season 2
We're
now?
calling
we're doing seasons.
This is official.
Wait. So when we break, when do we break? What's the number
we break when I don't have anything to say anymore.
I was thought, what's the number? Because then if that's our season, we just make it our season.
So season 2, we'll just
cool.
draw a line. We'll say season 2, episode 1, boom.
But no,
So
I've got one more.
in season 2, can I have an intro, please? Because even Parks has an intro.
Oh wow, she's now bringing Joe Biden into
edging
Parks.
all the time.
You are that silent, but you know it's true. Parks has a camera now,
But for years, Parks didn't have a camera.
which is fair.
Okay,
Mine. No.
Gone?
Before no, actually can't. No, do the intro.
My name is Lighthearted Evans,
and I'm Michael Mackie J. Asante.
And you are being hosted by Nana Evans.
How hosted? How are you?
Because I'm like
us?
driving.
What did you do to host us? Did you provide the food? Did you provide the drink?
Nothing.
What did you do to host us?
You know what? I just heard.
And in addition is Nana Evans.
I just heard Okaija when she said that. The way she said it just sounded like how Okaija was. And I'm Okaija Evans. No, I was going to talk about accountability.
Right. Yeah.
Bruv, I swear.
Here we go.
It's December. Yeah.
So
that means a new year is about to occur. And I swear somebody is meant to come to their podcast with AB 6 or AB 7 or AB 8.
All right.
Something like that. Bruv, where are we on that journey? Because, boy, it's a new year soon, my brother. AB 6 or AB 8. Which one?
Accountability. Yeah. I have a problem. Yeah.
What's your problem?
I'm fat.
No, you're not, Russell.
All right, at least
really?
I've put on.
You put on?
Not a lot, but a little bit.
Oh,
like, I've backslid.
I feel bad because it feels like I'm calling you out, but no, someone said with their chest.
This is accountability. This is accountability.
Yeah, with their chest.
But.
Yeah. Oh, wow. The butt was very, very high.
Yeah, because we do this every time this comes up. The heat's always on me.
You made this. Anyway, come.
Yeah, the heat's always on me, but somebody else
is true.
Is also on a clock.
Yes.
Yeah, our clock is until May, isn't it? Yeah, May.
So how's it going for you?
Yeah, no, slow, steady wins the race.
Russ, what are you on? You are on this. Try to push. I'm not in this alone, you know.
But I'm
not.
But I'm not. It was a two-way thing.
Look at that.
No. You put yourself up for it.
Yeah.
And I said, I also, because you deflected then as well.
Oh, so it's a deflection, yeah?
You deflected at the time.
You said to Nan,
but don't you want to lose weight too?
No. That's right.
You said something like
First
that.
of all, that was hugely disrespectful.
Find the tape, roll the tape, and then we'll see what you said to Nan.
I said, yeah, I'll tell you what I said.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. I said, hang on, because she was piping up with her little 2 cents. Yeah. I said, hang on, why is the focus all on me? I think that's a valid question. Yeah.
That is like the words of a deflection.
So I was like, why is it all on me? Like, what are you doing?
That's called a deflection, bro.
That literally is what a deflection is.
Man, do you want to?
But I'm still in it.
The next thing, bro.
I'm still in it, and we have until May.
Whatever.
Stress. All I see is stress.
Whatever. If there's any personal trainers watching,
boy, yeah. Holler at your boy.
Holler at your boy. Now's the time. So,
Christmas is coming, bro.
Listen, I'm not participating in Christmas.
Seriously?
Yeah, no, I can't. I cannot afford to participate in Christmas in every sense of the word.
But I was saying it from the sense of eating and enjoyment.
Yeah, I cannot afford.
Why?
I cannot afford.
Why?
I cannot afford to gain the weight. I cannot afford to spend the money. I cannot afford in any way, shape possible. I'm not involved. Damn. I'm not involved because listen, I know right now that I have a problem. Yeah, because there's no way May can come, and I can't. Right now, even if I don't have a semblance of a 6-pack, it's going to be very upsetting. So I know I've got a lot of work to do.
But the point I was making, just enjoy at Christmas.
No.
Okay.
I don't. I've lost all the rights to enjoyment. I've lost those rights. I've lost those rights. But so for those of you who don't know, if you're like tuning in for the first time, basically the way this podcast works is my addiction to, this is validation for my addiction to the internet and scrolling And so on my journeys online, when I find stuff, I save it and I bring it to the Chophouse table. Me and Mikey, we chop some food and we chop it up about what we found. This first video alludes to our initial conversation that we were having. Right. So we're gonna jump right in. Is that loud enough for you?
Yeah, we'll have to work with it.
The key to being successful on social media is consistency. Post every day. The algorithm will reward you if you feed it every day. It's exhausting.
Yes.
Feels like I'm running on a hamster wheel. You post something, the algorithm gives it 24 hours, then the attention is gone, and then you're supposed to do it over and over and over again. I want to share something that helped me get off the hamster wheel. Seek respect, not attention. It lasts longer. There's things that people have made that I remember a year later, 5 years later, 10 years later. I respect those artists so much. Those are the artists that I'm always trying to hire. And then I see some low effort content, and I don't even remember who made it a day later, even if it got millions of views.
Bruv, her delivery. And the way it got the clap, bruv.
The clap was a bit random. But she summarized how I was feeling.
Facts.
Yeah. So even if I think back, like I was saying before, over the past few months, I've been stopped by people, numerous people saying what's going on. Like people, you know, the mad thing is when somebody actually sends you a message out of the blue, like what's going on, And what she was saying about seeking, seek respect, not attention. Mm-hmm. And one of the things that most people bring up is the episode that we did with Franklin, talking about fatherhood and our fathers. And so for me, I was like, when I in my downtime and I'm sitting and I'm thinking about the podcast and I'm thinking about it coming back, I'm like, okay, so it's not every day that you can do, because obviously that's also emotionally taxing as well. Yeah. So it's not every day that you can do an episode like that, but I absolutely want to put out an episode where there is a level of, not to say that there's never authenticity in what we do, but it's just something, because there's just a lot of noise out there at the moment.
I don't want to make this sound a particular way, but it sounds like, yeah, bruv, it just didn't feel right not doing it as we're doing it.
I don't understand, sorry.
Like, we're sitting down, we're in the room. I feel like some of it sounds like that's where you're going.
Oh, do you know?
That you were just like not feeling it, because if the truth be told, the reason why the podcast was made is because we have these conversations for real. We do sit down and we will just talk about things. It's just now that we're recording it. Yeah. So what it could have been in part is just like, Mike's not here, so why am I doing it?
Do you know what? I'm being 100% honest. I didn't really deep it like that, but now that you said it, I'm like, actually, that's probably a massive part. Because it's like, I never really thought about what the dynamic of the pod would be with us doing it remotely.
Because when I think about it, like, that's it. I would have enjoyed, I think for me, my circumstance was different. I was in an apartment. I was there by myself, doing what I needed to do in terms of every day. It would have been nice to have spoken to me. But then on the flip side, I can understand, like, no, this is the format. This is what it looks like. This is what it should feel like. So we're not here trying to get the attention. Yeah. If anything, we're just recording the chats.
Yeah, yeah.
And we're hoping somebody would be interested or up for listening to what we're talking about.
Yeah. I think you hit the nail on the head there, you know.
But slightly, that you could be just using that as a cop out.
No. Do you know what? I'm really not. Like, because I think when you first said it, like, I was like,
yeah, it's not the reason we're not doing it for content.
Yeah.
And you know, understand all of our regular watchers, listeners. You know, I appreciate the time and energy you give over to us to listen to us to talk. But on the flip side, it's like, we hope you're gaining something from this rather than us just pushing out content for content's sake.
So the other thing that just made me gasp there for a second was, so I don't want to put out content for content's sake, but in an ideal version of my life, content will pay me.
Okay.
Like, will pay my bills. And so I guess there has to be some form of balance or as I was saying before about just being very specific in terms of the type of content that will be created.
So, okay, maybe we stumbled onto a good conversation, because really what I think a lot of people don't understand about this content thing, for me, when I look at it from a music and art point of view, it's IP. The notion of intellectual property, the idea of creating something that has worth, but that worth lives on past the moment, the idea. And I think that's what she was alluding to slightly, like the fact that there isn't a connection with that. It's just the algorithm, you know, serving those gods, getting the instant gratification, the validation. But IP, the notion of, like, I'm thinking of Diary of a CEO.
Diary of a CEO,
Like, that feels like long form IP that he's creating.
It is absolutely that, because it's like, you can watch an episode that comes out this week, you can watch it in a year's time.
Exactly.
And still pick up nuggets. And I love the fact that, you can have your Jadas on there, but then you'll also have like a psychologist that you've never heard of on there. But just like, I'm listening to one the other day, I can't remember what her title was, but she was talking about the brain and eye contact and stuff. It was like almost 2 hours, and you opened up. So let me probably open it up into a space that really is in the forefront of my mind. So I've been thinking, and I think I've said it on the pod before, that there is a game being played with these investment companies buying up musicians' publishing rights. Yes.
And we're about to see, because they're already doing it at the ABBA thing, where they've resurrected ABBA essentially as their young selves performing. But we're seeing a woman, I forgot what the name is, the article is somewhere. I probably will say the name wrong, but I sent it to another friend. So this woman called Edith Piaf, I don't know if that's how you say it. They're going to basically with her estate, they're going to AI her to present her own biog. So this is the new IP. This is the new IP content game where people are actually going to have rights to people who aren't with us no more, but allow them to create new works.
I heard Jada, through her company, has bought the rights to Tupac.
So stupid. Dummy.
Did you think of that just then? I don't even know how we got here. How did we get here?
I don't know, but this is what we do.
This is what we do.
This is what we do.
It's cool.
But I'm going to press play.
It's probably been one of the most impactful questions in my life. And Tony Robbins says, the quality of your questions determine the quality of your life. And so you have to ask bigger, richer, more expensive, more expansive questions of yourself, of the people around you, so that you can know what your next best move should be. And so the question that Christina asked Ruby is, who were you uninterrupted? And when I heard that question, I was just like, whoa. Like, I never heard that question before in my entire life. I've worked for some of the biggest companies in the world, Nintendo, Sony, the NBA. Like, I'd never heard that question before. But moreover, I literally could not answer that question when I heard it, so I just wrote it down.
And how do we carry that into pitch meetings and board meetings and conversations and team meetings? That interruption, I think that's a lot of where imposter syndrome. There's something or someone that said something to you that makes you doubt yourself every time you are ready to be audacious and step into new levels with your name on it. It's like, for me, that question has been such a powerful question.
Now, I'm going to probably start in a way that's going to sound very, very dreary, or at least mean in part. But it did come to me, because obviously what she's saying is super impactful, and you haven't said what you wanted to kind of say to kind of kick it off, but that is a rich person's opportunity. Not everybody gets the chance to sit in a world where they're not interrupted, where you're not thinking about all of the different things you have to deal with of a day that are looming, impending, direct, immediate. You know what I mean? That uninterrupted means that everything is fine. Yeah. I don't have to think about nothing else. And I want to say, what a provocation. I want to say, I need to ask that question for myself. But then on the flip side, I'm like, bro, that means nothing else happens. Or is it just meant to be, or is it the concept of blue sky thinking anyway?
Right. Yeah.
Right.
So
sorry if I just...
No. I think that's perfect what you said, because after watching that video for the first time, I really, really struggled with that question. So much so that I wasn't even sure if I was going to put it in the thing today. Because it was defining, number one, like, what is an interruption? Number one, like, is that small thing that happened interruption? Or is that big
all
thing?
of it's interruptions.
Right? And so then it became like, well, yeah, there's so many interruptions. And so it became hard for me to think what my life would look like without these interruptions. And so that's when I just came to the thing of like, okay, so this is really just a fancy way of talking about blue sky thinking. And so then I was like, all right, so where do I feel like, or what are the character traits of myself that I feel like have held me back? And I think that it was experiencing failure has definitely stopped me from doing things or not going as hard. Okay. So like the first time, and I can't even outrightly say what that first bit of failure was, but I know definitely by the time I was like late 20s, I had been stung, and there was a fear. So even when people talk about doing Meant to Excel again and whatnot have you, there is something in there, like I want to do it, but I'm also way more fearful of failing at something at this point in my life than I previously would have been. I think the great thing about Meant to Excel when it started was we were young and we were just ambitious, and we were like, you try that, you try that, you try this, you try that.
Ignorance is bliss.
Absolutely. Whereas now, you feel like you have like way more responsibilities. I actually don't have the luxury of getting things wrong, because it impacts so many more people if I get it wrong. And so that's kind of where I went with that. But then I was still struggling to be like, because I wanted to round it off and be like, all right, so what's my takeaway?
Yeah.
What's my takeaway? And I'm still struggling with that. Like, I don't know what the takeaway is.
Yeah, man. I think it's challenging because in part, failure in my life has been a massive driver. I'm on the other side of that, in the sense that I guess wanting to, like, I do it every day. How I do something in the morning, my regular routine to wake up in the morning, I try and think of a new way to do it every time. It's actually taxing. Bro, it is. Because it's like, Mike, just stick to the one you know. Like when I'm working on a project, I have to crack a new thing. My assistant gets pissed off with me sometimes. Like, bro, I know he doesn't say, but he must be like, bruv, like, we learned a new thing last week. Why are we learning a new thing this week? I always have to feel like I'm pushing forward. And each thing that pushes me forward means that one was a failure. That one didn't work as well. That one wasn't as clean. That one wasn't as efficient. So I'm always focused on the idea of constantly developing myself.
See, that's interesting because, like, what you just described there, I also don't necessarily view that like failure. Like, and I'm probably going to contradict myself now. I don't view it as failure. I just see it as trial and error. But
yeah, but that's what a failure is, isn't it? Right. Yeah. It's, and I think that's the tricky part about it. It's like, yes, I've had those big ones, you know, big, massive moments where I've gone like, oh my God, I'm a mess. This is not working. I'm rubbish. You know, even still to this day, you have days where you're just like, I'm off. But that's the thing about performance, is that you're always knowing that there's going to be a bad day. So you constantly train, you constantly put yourself into that mode, so that when that day does come, you can either go back to the backlog and work with something from the backlog, or you can just say, okay, cool, I need to chill for a moment to rejig and rethink. So it's this constant effort of trying that I think I've locked myself into. And I think, kind of adding to your point earlier, is that yes, I did a lot of those things younger. So when I did a lot of those things younger, I think what I've done is I've just become used to this feeling. Like the anxiety that comes with not having another job directly. Like that's my life. Like you know what I mean? But I've still got to make sure that next job comes. How do I do that? And then you start picking up, like, you know, I've got like a force now that more jobs come because of the previous piece of work, and also, you know, that consistently feeds itself. But yeah, maybe it's just because I did it younger. I'm just more used to that emotion or that feeling.
I think definitely there's something in doing it younger and then being able to build that muscle.
Just like allows, but I think that's just with everything, bro. But then also at the same time, what a question.
Yeah. You know,
it is a beautiful question.
As you were talking, I can't even remember what it was you said, but it just triggered something in me, and I was thinking about failure, like experiencing failure. And then I remembered, so when I was acting, I was at Identity, and we would do these drama showcases. And
you was pretty good at them as well.
Do you know what? Like, I remember that period of life, I gave everything for that. Like, I was like, I'm in my groove, I love this, and I feel like it loves me. Yeah.
That's another thing. Does the job love you?
Yeah. And I absolutely felt that. And we would do these showcases, and you know, I could see myself getting better and better and better in myself. So like, I'm having other people telling me, but and that's something of like, it's somebody can tell you that you're good, and it doesn't mean anything if you inside don't necessarily feel it. But I remember, like, and not even as a conceited thing, but it's just that I'm proud of the work that I'm producing, and so somebody telling you that, oh, that was good as well, that, you know, like, you really take that on. So we did this particular showcase, and I worked so hard, and at the end of every showcase they give this little award, and I said to myself, I'm gonna win that award, like, I am going to win that award. And I worked so hard, and this isn't like a conceited thing or anything like that. To this day, I truly believe, like, and other people were like, yeah, you were the one, and I didn't win this award.
You were the one.
You were the one. And I didn't win this award.
Oh, you didn't win.
I didn't win it.
Oh shit. Okay.
And I'm so, when I think about it now, I'm very angry with myself that I allowed it to knock me in the way that it did, because it is like, as I think it's one of Denzel's saying, where it's like, man gives the reward and God gives the award, or the other way around, I can't remember. But it's just like, you can't, something that I was so passionate about and something that was so innate within me, I then allowed something outside to knock me and really shake me and be like, oh, actually, maybe I'm not.
Yeah, maybe no, I feel you. I remember.
And so I wonder, sorry to think,
no, sorry, my bad.
I wonder if at that blip I hadn't allowed it to interrupt me, what my life would look like.
Ooh. That's really interesting. That is really, really interesting. I remember the moment at school, university, sorry, where there was just this teacher.
Call it school.
Is it?
Yeah.
I went to school.
Yeah.
And I was there, bruv. And there was just this guy. I could see this lecturer just wasn't into me. And he was one of our people that was like, you know, judging on this particular module. And I had killed myself to get the crew in order, because the crew was dead, bro. They needed organizing. So I managed to organize and get everyone to play this, play that, play. So I was orchestrating the whole thing, just trying to support everyone. But then my piece was minimal because I didn't get the opportunity to really work on it, right? Classic, I'm 18, so I'm learning this, you know, on the fly. Come to do the showcase. I can see this guy, just not into me. See my marks eventually, abysmal, totally like, bruv, he became a massive driver for me. Because what it made me understand was like, wait, hold on a second. This whole game, this music game, this art game, is about opinions. Do you get me? So, am I going to let this man be the decider of my fate? Nah. And bruv, he was one of the, not main drivers, but one of the, because the main driver that made me leave university was the notion of like, my lecturers were there, but then they weren't, bruv. And I lived all the way in Ilford. My university was in Northwick Park. The travel, I didn't make friends, and it's not because I was alone or anything. I just had other things doing. I was making music, I was dancing, I was singing. I had my interests outside. I didn't drink. That was the biggest driver. So no one's taking me, let's go to the pub. Let's go. Nah, I'm not going there.
That's a thing in itself as well. Like, there's a whole culture there.
Exactly. So I was not involved in the culture. So I had no friends. So I'd come up to uni, and bruv, all the teachers are gone. They're all gone. And I'm like, we didn't know, because they would have spoken to each other. You know, people would have said, don't bother coming down. Someone in halls would have said, Mike, don't bother coming down. So-and-so's not in today. Or come in, we'll just jam or whatever. Bruv, I never had none of that. So I used to come. And I used to realize that these guys were in the game. And what they were really teaching me was, you have to be in it. That's how this game works. So I said, I'm out. And then that lesson of this guy's opinion became a massive part of my attitude towards the thought that, it's always going to be someone's opinion. So you have to make the work for you. You have to build the stuff that you want to see, and you have to hope that there's going to be enough people that want to see the thing you want to create.
Which again, I guess, even goes back to what we were saying earlier on about like creating.
But the IP, like, if a lot of people started looking at their brands, because really the truth is this: when you make a business, like, we've got it all wrong. A lot of the passion projects, I've got it. I'm going to say it myself. I got it wrong. I'm lucky that what I do, people are interested in or have been interested in the past. Because the truth about a business is you're building it to sell it. That's what a business is. You can make yourself a business. You can do all those different things, but you can't sell that essence. Do you know what I mean? It's like the real hard fact of business is to build it to a particular place, to sell it. And to build an IP, to have an interest, to float it. So then that goes on the stock exchange and all of that. That's the cold, hard business thing. But more than anything else, hopefully I didn't change that there. More than anything else, bruv, like, bruv, you have to look at the game as something that is going to live past you. And provide your family with stuff, or at least support the idea of an idea you had or a concept. Because I think that's the only way we got to look at content now. And then the joke thing is that they could easily just resurrect you anyway, and just have Russell sitting on this chair, talking to us about his feelings and emotions. And I must admit, you know what? You have to be applauded. Excuse me. You have to be applauded for your honesty surrounding your feelings and emotions that you give to this pod. Has to be said, bro.
Thank you.
Because honestly, like, it's not an easy thing for people to look at themselves in the mirror and be able to pluck those thoughts out and give them to people, because there's more people that need to hear that than not. You get me? That's the hardest thing in my situation. I was on a panel the other day. A young man was asking the question. He's like, you man said, and I said one thing about like doing your best and all of that. He said, you man are saying all of that, but how do I get to where you man are? Like the real practical steps. Do you know what I mean? And it's hard. Like, there's no way to kind of encapsulate all of that to tell someone, because there's so many different other forces at work. Just the times, what's happening, what's the current trends, etc. That's going to make that happen. But bruv, you have to be gung-ho and put yourself on the line like you do in terms of your emotions. So let me give you, even though I was murking you earlier, let's give you your flowers.
I appreciate the flowers, but it makes me laugh because just the other night, I was sitting here with the boys, scrolling through the phone, and there's a guy, Dean Forbes. He's like, I don't know if you come across him.
You got all these names, bro. What's it?
So he's a businessman, basically. He started his career as a footballer. I think he got hurt, realized what weren't going to happen for him, just went into business and then just grafted, worked his way up from like call center to his most notable thing where people kind of know him on the internet is that he basically sold a company for $1 billion And like amazing, like so inspirational to watch. And so it was his birthday dinner at the Langham Hotel, and he had like a nice little gathering of people. You know, like if you look up black excellence in the dictionary, these people would have, you know what I mean? This is right there. This is the scene. You know what I mean? Or rather, if you type in to ChatGPT, draw a picture of black excellence, like this is what you'll see, right?
Right.
And so Akaja goes to me like, "Oh, Dad, can we do that, or can we do something like that?" And I've got this thing, and I'm glad he really pulled me, man. There's nothing more humbling than your child pulling you up, you know. So I've got this thing where sometimes the way that I will talk is like, I will talk like, I was gonna say I'm dead, like it's a bit of an exaggeration, but I'll talk like my time is done.
It's your time now,
right? And so I said to Akaja, he goes, "Can we do that?" I goes, "You guys will do that. Like you guys will do that and more. You'll do like a lot." Because also, as a father as well, you're always like really focused about speaking life into your children, right? Yeah. So I'm like, "Yeah, you guys will do that. Like you guys will do that." And Akai was like, "Dad, you're only 43. Like, if the average age is 70 years old."
He started to say the average age.
Brother.
He's saying this.
Brother. He said, if the average age is 70, you've got 27 more years. My guy broke it down for me.
But that's a testament to you two, though. Slightly.
And I'll you know what? Yeah, I'll take that.
Yeah, you have
I'll
to take that. Yeah,
but like, it was...
Wow.
It was so humbling. And then even earlier on, Jeff had been at an event somewhere, and he was with Levi Roots. And he took a picture of Levi Roots and sent the picture into the group. So then he even referenced that. He goes, "Look at Levi Roots that Uncle Jeff was with. Look at..." I'm like, "All right, rude boy, calm down."
Facts. You're right. The humbling must have been,
bro, like
swift.
The humbling was swift, but it's probably the most sweetest type of humbling.
And what's crazy is that now you're making me remember myself. I was that kind of voice to you guys. I always know.
Again, like
I'll be like, "Yeah, you could do that."
Sitting in our flat in Barking, putting on the DVD of Black My Story.
I said,
for
"Nah,
the first
come
time.
on, guys."
Mike lost his mind.
I said, "Nah, come on, guys. Are we serious? Are we serious?" Fam, you need to re-upload that if it's put it on so people can watch that, bro.
Do you know what?
And see
some
you,
of the
bro,
clips are
in
on,
the cowboy hat.
The pilot hat.
Nah, bro.
No,
man came on.
Hey!
Man came on.
With the belly top.
Ah! Shit said it. But that's, you know what it was though, Naz. Like I was like, I've never seen Russell like this. The commitment, bruv. You were committed to that role. Yeah. And Darwood with the bum at the old auntie.
Yeah.
Bruv, on the bus, everyone's coming on. Bruv. Anyway, you need to re-upload that. Yeah, either way.
I wonder where
No, there's some clips.
No, but the whole thing.
Bruv,
there's a DVD here in this house.
You let me watch the whole thing. Yeah. Seriously, in the comments, let Russell know if he needs to put it up. Yeah.
I will. Do you know what? I'm gonna search for that DVD because I've seen it around the house.
Because you put me up singing friggin' God, they are right. You have me doing that. Now, bare people have that. You know, people draw for it now. Just
really?
send it to me. Oh yeah, Mike. Yeah, look at you. Like, what are you talking about, bro?
My work is done.
But now on a level, bruv, it's like, like that is the attitude. I've always had that kind of attitude. Like, why not?
All right, let's see where we're at.
Oh, I've seen this one.
Can I go to a sleepover? Huh?
No, I haven't seen this one.
Can I go to a sleepover? You don't even have the nerve to say what you are saying. You didn't change it. I don't want to lie to you. I don't. Is your bed pretty? My bed is fine. You took a bed wall. It's a sleepover. Sleepover. One year. Philip. I always have something to say about Philip's life, but you stay. You go to sleepover.
Stay.
Baby, I'll say. I told you, don't be afraid again. You don't even know if the family is a witches. Say ya no, we back for ya. I saw it live. He went to a sleepover, and then all of a sudden he turned to a snake. The snake or snail, I don't really. The difference I don't remember. But he then turned to a snake or snail. Huh? You want to turn to a snake? You're so serious about the stuff. Don't allow me to even count to 1 minute.
Minute.
Leave my premises.
Everything is so spot on with him, bro. Everything, bro. Because the one I saw, he said, "Did you hear that boy? He was gay,
bro." That's the first time I saw it.
He was gay.
They're killing people outside.
He said the boy was gay, bro. That's how your parents would talk to you, boy. Yeah. What? With always the most doom, the biggest doom is coming.
It's mad because that same one that you saw, I was watching it and I was actually torn, yeah, because I could hear my mum,
yeah,
but I could hear myself,
yeah,
and it's like, so there's like that internal dialogue that I have with myself, and sometimes the boys hear it and sometimes they don't, and it's like they don't even understand how much I censor, like what I really want to say versus what I say, and they even think what I say is a lot. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, yeah, but even the thing of when you started talking about the juju,
yeah,
like that even made me laugh.
Yeah,
as
the
well,
doomest doom, like the biggest doom is gonna come for you. Like, you know what's gonna be lost though that I find quite sad is that the mixture of the tree and the English.
Yeah,
because there's just a intonation and a way that you can't say in the English that when it's said in the tree, you feel it even more.
It is like, so obviously like for me it's with the guard, but it's like there's something about that, the mesh of the language, that you saying it in just English, even in the accent, it doesn't hit.
It won't hit the way.
It doesn't hit. You've got to, halfway through the sentence, you just got to switch it up.
Exactly.
Like, and then, like this, he's my new favorite guy. Like, he's my new favorite guy.
Man.
And he has the tone.
Fully.
See that uncle tone, that bare Ghanaians have when they're talking.
And the stutter. And the stutter.
And the stutter.
And it's the perfect. Oh my God!
But and then even the other bit was like when he said it turned into a snake or a snail. I'm not sure.
Which one?
It's even the side thing of like now you're like, I think it was a snake or
It's true, bruv. Nah, that guy he's definitely representing most recently. Man.
Yeah,
I've been enjoying what
that was my childhood. Like that was my
sleepover.
I don't think the thing is, I don't think I was even interested in sleepovers. So mine was just like, I'm just trying to go to a party, bruv.
You know what? I think my life was very, very open like that.
Yeah, we've seen this before.
You could go to sleepovers.
So I had a best friend at like 5, between 5 and 9. Very, very good friend. And his mum, she's gone now, but she loved me. She really liked, just the attitude, the vibe, who I was, and they loved me around. They just were like, yeah, Michael should come around or whatever. So, bruv, I stayed at this guy's house. It was the first time, like, and obviously, mum is having this kind of, well, I'm guessing for her, but this weird vibe of, well, this is what the British children are doing. Yeah. But then she's still thinking about her Ghanaian upbringing. But then at the same time, this woman goes on then to be my sister's godmother. So, she's a loved person and very, very important person in our lives. But then more than anything else, bruv, I went over there and I stepped over. But you know what was mad? They had a dog, bruv. And the dog's name was Boomer. Wow. Yeah. Now, obviously,
bro, that could never be me.
Bruv, obviously, we as African children, the dog lives outside. We stay inside.
That's Boomer's house.
Bruv, Boomer was running around. So, bruv, end of the night, no one told, man, that Boomer comes upstairs, fam, and sleeps
on the
bed, bruv.
What?
So this is a big Alsatian, 2-year-old Alsatian.
Are you all right?
Bruv, I am right, left, up, down. Bruv, this mother friggin' dog jumped on the bed, bow. Like everyone went to bed. Yeah, good night, turn off the light. Boom, boom, boom. Dog, on the bed, bruv. It was on my legs. I said,
bruv. What?
Bruv, I was scared.
I think I'm going to die.
Bruv, the whole night I was
So he sleeps on the kid's bed?
He sleeps on the kid's bed.
No.
You guys said that in sync. No. So, bruv, that's what I received the first sleepover that I went to. This dog jumping on the bed and just chilling, bruv. Till the morning.
Even if I had been lucky enough to go to a sleepover, if I had come back and relayed that story, that would have been my first and last.
Yeah, no, I didn't say that story, I don't think.
Yeah, you were smart.
But
I would open my mouth.
What were you talking about the other day of like saying stuff and then being like, I just didn't need to say
when I finally managed to stay at my godmother's, and said somebody got beat, like one of my cousins, and then my mum was like, well, you can't go there again.
And it was like, she didn't even need to retell the story.
I didn't have to
nobody even asked her.
You probably came with glee and happiness.
Yeah.
You know, Agnes, she got beaten.
Just chatting for chatting's sake. Like, I've never regretted saying something
But
more.
wasn't it one of the boys said something and that's what brought it up? Like, I think Akai just said something.
Yeah. And I was like, yeah, that was similar to what I did. Because,
like,
he also got, well, you're not doing that now.
Nah, but you know what's interesting about a sleepover in that young ages is waking up to someone else's breakfast.
Oh.
So they have breakfast differently, bruv.
Yeah.
Bare toasts,
Yes.
poached eggs, bruv, tea. I saw this guy dipping his friggin' bread into the tea, bruv. I said, what's this new life?
You know whose house that was? Femi's house. Staying at Femi's. Oh my God.
The breakfast, yeah?
Proper breakfast.
Yo. And you realise...
they just weren't doing that for your...
No, that was her breakfast because it weren't anything. That was what they did.
Mum woke up early.
No,
Mum's up early
Put
thinking...
that on for you guys.
Nah, bro. Nah. Because you need those things in hand.
Yes, exactly.
Like, you don't just say, oh, Michael's coming around. Maybe... because
What you do?
But maybe African people. The people are coming, we have to get the nice silver. Go and get the grass. The grass from the top there that we never take out ever in life. Bring it for their children. Nah, bruv. I'm saying, no, bruv, this is normal. Like, every day, this was breakfast, bro. Like, I was like, wow, this is incredible. I'm just going back home to my cornflakes, the wheat mix.
This is also another reason that my children can't go no sleepover.
Seriously.
How about you're gonna go sleepover and come back with some grand ideas of like, Daddy, why are we having ex-soldiers? But that's shut your mouth. But that's shut
Yeah,
your
bro.
mouth.
And she, bless her, man, she would make you what you wanted.
Oh.
So if you had to add, because catering was her thing,
Yeah.
so she could do the thing like the way it's meant to be done, bruv. Listen, and that I did that all the way up until 9. Then we kind of fell out, little by little, you know, as kids do, kind of thing. But more than anything else, yeah, bruv. Yeah, sleepover, bruv. Early.
Yeah, it's not happening though.
Yeah,
Well,
I went parties. I did stuff, you
No,
know.
but I,
Did you have to climb out windows and shit?
bro, I was too scared to climb out.
I never climbed out a window. I always asked.
Yeah, bro, I hate telling this story.
Tell it. Let's laugh. Come on.
So
Go on.
I would say like 14 and up when people are starting going out and parties. So like, don't get me wrong, like
You were staying in.
school classmate doing a party, you go get dropped off this, that, and the other. But like anything that's remotely like club, something, whatever.
Going to a proper rave.
Yeah, it's not happening. Right?
Yeah.
So, I was about to say I was 16.
I could hear your pain just. You said,
Bro, like, 'cause I got violated.
By who?
By the old man. I love you dearly, but what you did that day wasn't fair.
Oh,
right?
okay.
So, bro, I've done my A levels.
Bro,
So you're almost 18.
You're 18
I'm
years
almost
old.
18, bro.
Oh.
I'm almost 18. The only thing I give him,
Dada said, oh.
the only thing I give him is the way I tried it. Yeah, I tried it to be like I didn't need to ask you.
Oh.
I came down telling you what I was doing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, let me just.
Right. So, Trevor Nelson lit party.
Oh wow, okay.
I'm like, yeah, we're doing this too.
Who's doing it? Who's doing it?
So me, the thing is, to be fair, I feel like just told me down a little bit. Feel like cause
So you was going with Jeff?
I was going with Jeff.
And he's older.
He still went.
Yeah, I'm not staying in. But
But he's older though. How many years older than you is he?
He's 4 years older than
There
me.
you go. So he's
yeah,
gone. He's
yeah.
20 something. Does he have a car?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's living life. What you do? You're a child. Stay there.
No, I'm 18.
yeah, you must have been if you had
You
finished your A levels.
Especially the lick party.
This is why.
It wasn't summertime.
This
Lick
is why
parties
I'm
were in the
bold.
was
This
in
is
the
why
night
I'm
was in the winter times.
So my mum's gone to work. My mum's working nights them times. Just dead in the house. So I know I'm going to this thing from time. So I go get ready.
Smelling good, yeah.
Smelling good. Them ones is 90s in it. So I'm wearing my suit jacket with the shirt that comes.
Yeah.
over.
Oh my God, those
Them ones,
lapels. Yeah,
So
man.
I'm ready to go in. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
So I go downstairs. And the thing is as well, they were, you know, like the confidence trip, like when they say when you go into a club, you just walk past the bouncer. I didn't have that. So my dad could smell the
fear in my voice.
The stupidity.
Yes.
Go on.
I come downstairs. This time my dad's just at the sink washing his plate.
My days.
I was like, Dad, I'm going out now.
Bruv, even your approach is weak.
It was 100%. Because I was stuttering like that, like, Dad, I'm going out now to Trevor Nelson. And
You even tried to. Your dad has no understanding what a lick party is, or who is a Trevor Nelson.
Imagine even an African parent.
You're trying to show
going to a lick party.
You're trying to show the importance of his. You have to understand that this is Trevor Nelson, yeah, Trevor Nelson, and lick party. This is important. You tried, but it was weak.
There's nothing to it. My man, you know the thing that burnt me the most. He went like this. He looked at me, and he carried on washing up. He goes, "I'm not going anywhere. Get back upstairs." That's all he said.
Bro, did you go back upstairs with
Yes.
with your lapelled shirt?
Yes.
Did you take it off, or did you continue to wear
No,
it?
I sat there for a little bit.
So was Jeff there?
So he's just like, "Oh, okay, that didn't happen for you." So I kind of come back upstairs. I can't even remember what he said, and then he was like, "Anyway,
Sucks to be you. Bro, I had a vision of him in the car just with the engine running, and then you ain't coming. He said, "Well."
like that 50 Cent."
Yeah.
Yeah,
my
bro,
days.
I will never forget that. I will never forget that. Like, that was like, but yeah.
And you just accepted it.
But that was the type of child that I was. That is absolutely the type of child that I was. In the same way, like, so.
Wait, we've just stumbled on something. Nana, are you saying you wouldn't have accepted that?
No.
Absolutely not.
So what would you have done?
We have to discuss this. Or but at that age, at that time, I was going to raves. I mean, I'm in higher education now, so I would have done that. Like, I'm going out now. You could say get upstairs or whatever, and then I'll go and suffer the consequences.
Yeah, see,
I was way more like that.
I think for me, like, I'm like the consequence of doing that. I'm not even entertaining.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not entertaining.
Bro, I always used to just get there. Oh, hello, Dad. Hello, Michael. Why? Because I've done what the thing was.
Yeah.
So now I'm just getting asked
But
why.
maybe this is like effective parenting in the sense that I don't know.
Wait, he's actually trying to
No, but listen.
clarify
From a parent's perspective.
and validate his trauma.
From a parent's perspective. Not from my perspective, from a parent's perspective.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's like,
okay.
It's effective because ultimately, like the man is like, you don't know they're going out there killing people. So
The snail.
you don't want your children out there, innit? So for them, it was effective because man wasn't out. Well, eventually I was, but like man wasn't out there. Like I remember one time me and Jeff went out, came back about 5-6 o'clock in the morning. We literally opened the front door, and my dad is leaving to go to work.
Wow.
The look of disgust.
So he actually thought you man were in bed.
No, he knew we were out.
But it's
he
just the
didn't
time
think
you're
we were
coming
gonna
back.
Have the audacity to roll back into his house at 6 o'clock in the morning.
But that's just a look.
Yeah, no, but by that time, this is gone now. I'm in uni now. So like,
Okay.
them times there, it's just like, oh, Dad's pissed. now it sucks to be you.
What?
You know what I mean?
What? We're still gonna go to guy anyway.
But Trevor Nelson did for it.
Bruv, and you never went.
I never went.
Yeah, bruv.
And I went eventually.
Yeah. What did you think of those?
By the time I went, it was too commercialized.
I was probably at that one then.
Good for you.
Yeah. They were good at the beginning, and then
That
they
was
did
mad
get dry.
spicy. Why was that so spicy?
I was probably at that
I
one.
probably was.
She's doing the thing that you
Like
do at the
97,
beginning.
innit?
She's
Oh, was it 98?
trying to share the burden.
98, yeah.
That is very sad.
That's why I said what I said.
Why
Like,
you
you're
say what you
just
say?
too old to be complying at that time.
Wow. So wait.
No,
You guys, no.
let's-
Hold on.
No, hold
You-
on.
okay.
Let's not frame compliance as a child as a bad thing.
You're not a child, you're an adult.
You're not an adult.
I'm saying, okay.
Listen, you can't come to me at 18.
So, hey, that's
and
what I was
tell
come
me-
to ask.
He can't come to me at 18 and tell me he's doing what he wants.
What? So how does it go down then? Dad, okay, it comes down. Dad, I'm going to Trevor Nelson's scene. Trevor Nelson Junior's his slap party. Dad, what you saying? You're
I'm
gonna
not going anywhere.
Huh?
Get back upstairs.
You're gonna just you're gonna perpetuate this trauma.
But my thing is this, and so, you know, whether this was the thing or not, when I look back on it, I approached the situation wrong, because 18 or not, I should still be like, or even earlier on in the day, say, Dad, I'm doing this, but I've come like, yeah, I'm going out now, and it's like that's never been a precedent in my house, at least for me to do. So I'm like, so my man's like, you're not gonna take the piss like that. That's not how this works. And so he put his foot down, and I hated it.
So what is the right way for Akai to present?
You come and tell me in good time, this is what you want to do, like, this is where it is, order the details, and then if I have a real issue with it, I'm gonna be like, I ain't gonna lie, I don't want you to go to this, and I'm gonna leave it.
But you see, there was some reasoning.
Yeah, I'm definitely more evolved than my parents, but like, aren't we all? We all hope to be more evolved in parenting than our parents. I'm not saying like I would have loved for my dad to have handled that differently, but he handled it the way he handled it because that's how he knows how to.
Bruv, he handled it like a boss. He was washing the dishes and just said to you, "Go upstairs." I'm surprised that he didn't just say, "Finish this."
That's all.
Just walk over and say, "Finish this. You are going nowhere."
Oh, mate, yeah, but yeah, my main thing is though with them lot is like, don't take the piss.
And you know what's interesting is that I never had those situations with my parents, in the sense that there was always a dialogue. That's the one thing my dad made sure for us to do. He said, you must listen. That was it. It wasn't even the fact that you must agree, you must do as I say. It was always, you must listen. So listen, here, then there is the opportunity for you to have your say. You get me? But it doesn't mean you're going to get your way. It means you're just heard.
Which is what I told him. Even the other day, he was trying to protest about something. And it's funny because he was saying something, and then his tone switched up.
Or what? You tried to lay it down to you like the Black Excellence Party.
It was just.
I remember the time. He was arguing.
Attitude.
He was arguing
It's over
his
dishes.
point.
It's over dishes, and he's arguing his point. But it's the way, like, it's the tone. So he said what he said, and I said, "Listen, let me tell you something. Yeah, I'm not one of your friends. So watch your tone when you're speaking to me.
I'm not one of your classmates.
I'm not your classmate.
Am I your size?
But my thing is, I always want to give you the space to say whatever it is you need to say.
It was just a tone.
And it is like understanding that I'm always going to give you the space to say what you need to space. That don't mean you're going to get what you want.
Brother.
Sorry.
Yeah, you said the space to space.
I'm always going to give you the space to space. I'm always going to give you the space to say what you need to say. That don't mean that you're going to get what you need or what you want. Yeah,
that's fair.
But I will give you the floor. But also, put some respect on my name. Like, don't get excited. Don't get excited and think that I'm one of your little brethrens, because you're gonna find out that I'm not.
Wow, that was one of them looks right there, Nance. I don't know if you saw it.
No, I didn't.
His face was just like, I felt like I should go back downstairs and start washing the dishes. So what happened? Did you just go to bed?
Why are we labouring this? I thought that story's over.
No, I want to find out. Like, what? Because I'm imagining you going upstairs, sitting back on with your glasses. You're sitting on you take your glasses
I went
off,
upstairs.
then you're quiet.
I sat down for a bit. And then I probably shed a little tear. Oh, no. Yeah. I took my clothes off and I went to bed. Are you happy now, Mike?
Did you not leave the room?
Are you happy now? No. What am I leaving the room for?
Not even to get water.
No. No, I'm not leaving the room. What am I leaving the room for?
So when Jeff came back, did he tell you about it?
Yeah, he did.
You lot are evil, you know that.
Because wasn't there a live act as well?
Yeah.
So what happened? Who's the live act?
I can't remember.
Yeah, you do.
You know who it was.
A story like that, you remember?
You know who.
You know, the crazy thing, Charlotte Amma's our age. Everyone thinks that she's like mad older.
Yeah.
What do you call I remember I went to one of those lick parties actually, and it was Elephant Man.
Yeah, I was there for that one.
That was way later.
Yeah.
And he did log on. Was you there?
Yeah.
When he did log on, they did it twice. Remember, the big back girl came on. Bro, the thing about the log on, wasn't it free as well? bruv.
No. Well,
I swear
maybe it was
free.
for you.
Yeah, it was free for me, I swear. But bruv, like, you know what was mad about Log On? Because what was he talking about?
Yeah.
Bruv,
Can't do that today.
It was just being broadcast.
Can't do that
And I was
today.
like, Rod, are people not realizing? And Kendrick, I remember I was with
But
Kendrick.
nobody was thinking like that back then, though.
Yeah, they didn't know what it meant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Kendrick would learn the new dance. I remember he was there doing it, bruv. And I said, oh, bruv, you knew the dance? He said, nah, bro, I just learned it now. The lick part, and it was in that underground kind of building. It was a vibe.
Was it no, it wasn't Subterranean.
He did well with it for a
Yeah,
while,
yeah,
but
yeah.
it did get, as he got more popular,
Yeah.
then, you know, it was overrun.
You know, I feel it's like most things in it. It's like
It's like most things.
they have that kind of. There's that time where it's the thing, and there's that time when everybody finds out about it. And
Yeah.
it's like. You know.
But I actually went to one.
So did I,
How many did you go to?
bruv. I'm not counting them type of things. You got a pricks.
Did you go to a West End one,
I
though?
thought this was a safe space.
It is.
Did you
doesn't
go to
feel
a
like
It's
West
your
End?
house. It's your space. It's your mics. It's your lights. It's all you, bro.
Yeah, cheers, thanks.
Cheers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, I went to the West End one.
Okay.
Nah, I don't like your tone, bro. It's very
Ah,
okay.
listen,
It's very okay. Yeah, boy. But that means Akai's getting older.
hey,
Wow.
You know what?
Mm.
That one's a mad one. Like looking at your children and realizing you really have to adapt your parenting style because they're getting older and you have to give them the space to explore and understand what this new era of life means to them. And then there's the thing that nobody really talks about and touches upon. But then you also have to grieve for the child that's gone because they ain't coming back. Yeah. And then you're still trying to connect with the child that's here, but they are now, not that they don't want to connect with you, but it's like they're exploring a new part of their life.
Yeah. You know what's crazy is obviously I'm at the very, very, very beginning. But I remember one of my mates came over and brought their son that I had seen when he was 2 weeks, then 4 months, and then now when he's coming, 6.
Oh.
And I looked at him and I was like, then I looked at mine and I was like, yo, we have to enjoy this boy at this time.
Listen.
Because this child
Listen.
is someone else.
Yes.
So anyhow, I say that to say this. So our first interaction of putting the TV on for him, we decided to play this one thing. And now it's his most favorite thing. We put it on, man's there. But bruv, already, if you do 2 things, stand in the way, yeah, there's some frustration. You move out the way, everything's fine.
Yeah.
Or there's one, he's not feeling it. Forward it, because he wants to hear the next. Bruv, we're talking about a child that's not even 6 months yet. And I'm like, rude boy, you got taste. You have a taste. Sometimes you're like, nah, brother, you'll cry for that tune. Nah. And sometimes I'll rewind it, and he likes that one. But the one that's next, he doesn't. He's not into it. Huh?
Yeah.
So, bruv, I feel you.
Yeah.
Even though I'm right at the beginning.
And enjoy it all, mate, because it is like, it goes, like even when I deep it, like the first 10 years, like these last 10 years actually have gone very quick.
Yeah.
They've actually gone very quick. And I would say the first 4 years.
Yeah, everyone says that.
Boom.
Because they have time for you. That's what I've heard. Then eventually they don't have time for you.
Yeah.
They got time for the thing they're doing or what they want to be involved in. And that's just that.
And it is a different personality. That thing of that person goes, it's a different person. They're constantly changing. Maybe every 4 years it's another person to get to know. And that's a bit shocking because you don't think like that. But then I guess you're the same, maybe from like 20s going forward. I think most people are the same person from then.
I feel like I'm still the same 18-year-old that got denied from the look.
You probably are.
She said you probably are.
But that has been our chop.
Yeah.
Indeed.
I've enjoyed.
We're back.
We're back.
So
we are back.
We're going to do it once a week.
Once a week, same time. You know what? That's the other thing. I'm going to throw this out there.
Go, okay.
Doing it live. The live stream.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right. You can't censor yourself.
Yeah.
I've been on live TV.
I'm saying it. I'm going to like,
you know what it is? I've been on live TV many times, but it's like you're on for short bursts.
Yeah.
It's when you start getting carried away. You're like 2 hours in and you're just, hey, you say something and say, whoa. You can't bring that back.
I think we'll do one for Christmas.
Okay.
We'll do one for Christmas. We'll see how we feel, and then maybe that can be the format going forward.
Okay. So. Nah, bruv. Nah.
Mike was like,
live all the time. Nah.
No.
Nah. Because if we do a recording,
I
mean, I'll say what I want to say off air.
All right. Cool. Well, that has been the Chophouse Season 2, Episode 1. We really would appreciate your support in subscribing to the channel, because I'm sure the algorithm is going to punish us.
For sure.
The algorithm is going to punish us for being away. So please subscribe, share, watch the video, comment as well. Also tell us who you would like to see, what guests you would like to see coming here on the Chophouse, and tell us what you would like to see for our live Christmas episode, which I've decided that we are doing now.
Okay.
That's a thing now. So yes, we will have, next month we will have a live Christmas episode, and we'll have a special guest in.
Awesome.
That one.
But you're putting it all out. You're giving yourself some challenges. Okay.
Why not?
In it.
I've been away. We've been away.
In it.
So why not?
Let's
come back. Let's come back with a bang.
Indeed.
Any last words?
Nah, man. Just thank you for everyone who was watching, who shared. If you're subscribing, big up. And we're back.